Welcome to Spa for today's qualifying for the Belgian Grand Prix. It's going to be a very exciting session today, but are we expecting the Mercedes to favour this track?
Alright guys, so welcome to part 11 of my F1 2015 in Zero to Hero Career Mode Season 2. This time at the Belgium Grand Prix in the Force India. And he said something else there. Yeah, it's the first time out of 2 times. We're going to be in the Force India, this here at Spa and at the Italian Grand Prix circuit. That'll be coming out in the next week or so. And here we are at a sort of moody Belgian Grand Prix, and we can see already it's starting to rain and fall with rain in the session. So this lap that we do will be a very mixed lap. We're on the option tyre, went up straight really early, which was why I did it, because otherwise we probably would have been down in the order if we didn't. So we've gone straight out onto our flying lap, and this will probably be our single flying lap because the conditions were just going to get worse and worse and worse. So heading into this lap, didn't know really what to expect from this Force India, so I just sort of drove as hard as I could, and it wasn't the best of laps, but we'll see what we get in the session. So here we go, starting our first flying lap, our only flying lap of the session because the conditions are going to get worse. Hinge down into turn 1, we're going down to the second gear here, locking up our front right tyre there for the first time, going a little bit wide, a little bit of oversteer off the exit. Not the best of runs through there, but we've got a bit of traffic coming out as well. Everyone's coming out the pit lane just to try and get a decent lap in. Here we go into over, just see how the car grips. I think it's okay for now. Yeah, it's alright, we can go flower through there, no problem. We're running down into this long straight here. We're going to have DRS as well, so luckily it's still drying up the DRS, but we've got a car in front of us who's going to be a bit of, it might be impeding us slightly here. It's Nazar, we're going to try and go up the inside, that's going to really hurt our lap, and we're actually literally Mario Karting it through there. Got lots of oversteer through there. It's one of the best of lines because of Nazar in the way, and we haven't had the best of sectors, a lot of oversteer from the car, but not too bad otherwise, quite fast though. We're heading into the corners, we're going quite fast. Heading in second gear, long right hander, very nicely done actually, now into that third gear, fourth gear actually. And yeah, good combination of corners so far actually, being pretty good from so far. At the Richmond mix and now down into this fast bit of Blanchimont and holding it in there. Can we hold it in? We can just about hold it in the limits, yes we do, and that's pretty good. And then center mix, trying to get a good exit from these fast left and right. I love the section, I know what it is. Left and then right, hold it in, and yeah, pretty good. So far, not too bad. A bit messy, but not. The first sector was a bit messy, but so far so good. And a good exit through here is going to be needed. And we've got a nice exit up to Rich Mix, and this second sector and the beginning of the third sector have been pretty good so far. So this lap is looking to be very good. Obviously, we had a bit of a pad race at Hungary, so we need a good position here to really help us get that championship lead back after Hamilton retaking it down to the best of the chicanery as we've got. And we're looking up a lot as a counter, use a bit of counter steer there to try and stop from looking up too much or getting a lot of oversteer, a little bit of oversteer from the exit. But here we come. Let's see what this lap's going to be. A 1:48.51, I think 5:12 or something like that. And let's see where that puts us. And that puts us in T2. And we're only a tenth away from Vettel. So that's the grid order for the Belgian Grand Prix. And actually, Hamilton done in P4. So here we go for the start of the Belgian Grand Prix. So that's the grid of the Belgian Grand Prix, and here we're going to go revving for 5 red lights. This wet Belgian Grand Prix, like qualifying, but a bit more wetter than it was, so we'll see how we can do. Here we go for 5 red lights, and we are lights out, away we go. Not too bad. We'll start actually initially pretty good. I'm going to look on the other cameras here, on the TV cameras. We're going round the outside of Vettel, and we're going to take the lead of the Grand Prix at the Belgian Grand Prix. What a start from us in the Force India, and we're away here going to Eau Rouge, and we're leading the pack away. Vettel in P2, Hamilton in P3, 2 championship rivals behind us, and that is a fantastic start. This is what we need for the championship. We lost points in Hungary, obviously, with that terrible P9 we got. Wasn't the best for us, but we established some points, but we are leading the race, and this is our best opportunity to retake the lead in the championship standings as we stand. And so far we are leading the way from Vettel, Hamilton, and I think Rosberg's in P4, so that's it. That's championship rivals are all behind us, so we need to keep hold of this position. But so far, we're trying to sort of explore the limits of the track because these conditions are worse than quali, so we have to explore the limits. And so far, we're trying to see where the grip was, a little bit of oversteer here and there, but we're leading the way, and this is important. We can actually just park the bus pretty much if we're going to be under pressure from many guys, but we're running it here. Vettel will have dirty air as well, so at the moment we're in a good position with clear air. Vettel will be eating our spray pretty much, and so far so good. This is what we need to do. Leading the way is what we need to do, and we'll be back. Obviously we've won a lot of races. I think 4 races already, so, and lots of it there though actually. Hang on, and we've made a big mistake there, and that could really make Vettel close right on us, and actually he can be right there with us in the slipstream, so we might have a good chance down the straight if he's close enough. But I don't think he has. We've got a good exit actually through that of those right-handers there heading down the straight, and so far so good. Mercedes power in this forcing is really helping us. That's just what I can say about the Mercedes power engines are much better. I'm going a little bit off the track there, lack of grip there, because we're just trying to explore where the grip is on this wet Spa circuit. First stop chicane, a good exit from here. Vettel's closed right up there, and we can see Rosberg, I think, is past Hamilton actually. But we're leading the way, which is cautious, and we're away, going around the first lap, and we're away, leading Vettel, Rosberg, and having Hamilton's in P4 to the Mercedes switching positions. So that's pretty much what it is. And I mean, I can count the lap 5, nothing really happened here. Both Mercedes boys got past Vettel, and that's pretty much what's happened. And we're getting slower and slower, but the track started drying up a little bit here. We've got a little bit off the track now. But Hamilton's 2 seconds away from us, so we've got a nice buffer for the Mercedes boys there. We're out of slipstream, we're out of DRS, whatever. And we're still intermediates now. We're going to stay on the intermediates for the rest of the race because the conditions are not really drying up enough, but they're much more improved than they were earlier on. So we're going to hit in this lap for our first, or only stop of the day, hopefully. And in we come. Let's hope for a good stop from the Force India boys. I'm assuming that I think Hamilton might come in too, I guess. I think he is, yeah. Mercedes boys are getting ready for a stop, and I think a lot of drivers are. So, coming in the box, we're sort of near down the pit lane, so we need a good stop here. We didn't want to be held up like we got in Hungary, and we do not, and we're away. 2.4 stop, a pretty reasonable stop from the Force India boys, and we're out into P4 for now. Is it going to be P4 for long? NASA's coming down there. I think we're going to be released in front of NASA, hopefully, and we do. So we're in front of NASA right now, and that's a great stop from the Force India boys into some free air as well, which helps us to sort of get these tyres to temperature and get into a bit of a rhythm on these tyres. But so far, it's been a really good Grand Prix from us, and it should help us claw in some points in the championship because obviously we lost the lead after Austria. We did a really good race at Austria. Not Austria. Not about Austria wasn't that good. After Britain, I meant. And here we need to do this pretty much exactly the same thing, an identical thing. We need to sort of do what we did at Britain, which was where our last win was, and we lost the championship lead to Hamilton at Hungary after that long stop we had with the Lotus boys. And if you haven't seen that video, so check it out on my channel. We also finished P9, got some decent points from that, even though we qualified down in P, I think 16, I think. And we made a mistake there, hitting the wall there, and that could have been costly. And that's been very scrappy so far. Just again trying to find the grip on these new intermediate tyres and going a little bit wider, but hanging it in with the limits. And yeah, hopefully we can get a bit of an undercut. We should be releasing to P1 once again, but the guys in front of us will have more fresh tyres. I mean, Rosberg and Vettel will have fresh tyres, so that'll be a threat. But losing the rear end like we did in lap 1, actually, very similar to lap 1, and pretty much a identical oversteer moment. And in the gravel, we're making a lot of mistakes on this lap. This has not been the flawless lap from us that we need, but I think Hamilton's being held by Sainz, which helps us sort of gain a bit of a lead on him. But this has been a really messy outlet from us, but I think we should be okay to keep hold of P1. By the time we go around the first corner, we should be able to release in P1 again, and as best as we can again. But yeah, this race has been very good. This is what we need again, and this championship is very tight. I mean, it's not really been, as we get faster, the faster cars we come throughout the season, we're just going to get faster and faster, and this car is probably going to be the car that will actually help us win the championship. And there's a stage where we're going to be in a good position to win the championship. But raced into P1 once again, and that's really what happened in the race. And there didn't really much happen. A pretty boring race, pretty standard race from us. Rosberg's running in P2, and he's been really on fire this season. From like after he had a really bad start of the season, he's really come of age, and Rosberg's now 7.5 behind. So we've actually dominated this race ever since getting away by lap 3 or 4 time. We actually got away, and we were able to get out of DRS. Our slipstream, and that really helped us in this race, going wide there, a little bit of cut there, cheeky from us because just the lack of grip. But ever since lap 3 or 4, we really got away from the field, and we were untouchable really, because the front speed of this car has been really good, and it's really helped us win this race. And this is what we need for the championship, and we've done it today. And just going to go through our last lap here. It's it's been a really good race, and this really would help us. I think it's going to put us into the lead championship once again in front of Hamilton just about. So going into Italy, we should be a bit more comfortable going into Italy, and hopefully we can win out there, because if we win there, then the championship's really on. We're coming through the last sort of couple of sectors now, and just trying to bring it home. We haven't actually got the fastest lap actually, which is surprising, but we've been very consistent in this race, which has been the way we've been able to win this race. But we should be coming home for our 5th Grand Prix victory of the season. I think it's our 5th anyway. I mean, we had a couple of disappointments. We had Austria, which we actually lost the podium, the puncher. Hungary was poor as well. So we had, like, I think 2 races in a row which really didn't really play into our favour. But this is really hooked up for us. This is what we needed to excel ourselves back in the championship lead. And we're coming into the last straight now, and actually, you know, Rosberg's actually catching us, so it just shows how much we're sort of dropping back now. It just shows Mercedes had a very good performance in this race, but we've beat them legitimately. And now the Buster came for the final time, and here we come. We're coming through to win our 5th race of the season. Is what we need, and here we come, and we are going to win the Belgian Grand Prix, our 5th race of the season, and that really helps our championship, and we're back into the lead of the championship once again. That's great, guys, to be back winning again. Rosberg in 2nd, that really helps his championship actually as well, because he fell behind a little bit. I think it was Austria, I think it was a bit of a poor race, but he's really excelled himself for the last sort of 6 or 7 races. Rosberg's really come of age and really showed his potential of trying to win the championship. That's been that result, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This championship standings will be after the video, so make sure you catch those to see where we are in the standings. I think we're leading the championship, but I think we are, because the gap wasn't that big to Hamilton before this race, and we're supposed to be in by 10 points. But that's great to be winning the race in front of the 2 Mercedes boys and Vettel, of course. Actually, Vettel came 6th, so actually that really helps. So, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please like, subscribe for more racing content on the channel, and I'll see you in the next video of Zero to Hero. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.